Hi, guys. Today we're going to be speaking about love and how to apply it to different people, namely your friends slash family, strangers, and lovers.
Not the kind of love that makes everybody all gushy and everything. Because is that actually love? When you think about love of God, or they call it agape love, yes? And when you think about the love that you have with a partner, would you say that what you consider God or the Almighty, the universe, do you think that that entity, that being, has a romantic love towards you? The idea of breaking down the different types of love, I think, has brought some confusion as to what love is. I'm not a Christian, but I can revert to the Bible. And is it First Corinthians 13, I think, where it talks about love is patient, love is kind, love is long suffering. I think in general, because I don't remember exactly everything and I'm not about to bring up the scripture now, but in general, that tone and idea of what love is, you can look at it and say, I can see the universe has shown me that. It's not judgmental. It's long suffering. It's patient. It's kind. It's just. And then you can maybe then look at the love of a mother and a child. Because oftentimes when people get married, a man and a woman gets married and the mother gives birth, you hear a lot of complaints from the husbands, from the partners, from the male partners, that the love shown to the child is not the same as what they experience with their partner, and maybe they feel that the love even decreases. So, what type of love is that? I can actually liken it, from my personal experience, to the love between the universe and myself. That in return is the love that I, the creator of this human being, part creator in this instance, because I did not have the child by myself in this instance, give birth to, or create, bring to manifestation this child, this other human. Now, there are certain things I won't want my child to do. But despite them doing that, or becoming that, or entertaining that, that love is there. Not all parents are like that. Not all mothers are like that. But speaking again personally, of course, because I've not experienced all these things that I'm talking about, but I believe no matter what my child does, that unconditional love, they dropped it, unconditional, that unconditional love will be there. I can't imagine what will take that away. So I believe, yes, this is my opinion and understanding, that love, yes, is this. That is the vibration of love. Not unconditional. And now when we talk about unconditional love, we tend to feel you become a pushover and accept everything. Unconditional love comes with boundaries. Unconditional love is just. So when you pass the boundaries, when you do things that are inconsiderate, unkind, and not exuding that love, the love will not be cut off. The love is not cut off, but you will get the repercussions of your actions. That still is love. I liken it to disciplining a child again. Because you're disciplining a child does not mean you don't love the child anymore. But it means other laws are in place. And apart from other laws being in place, the love is in place. The love, because you love that person, you're going to caution that person in the way that is most beneficial for them to be able to grasp, understand, and adjust their character or the behavior or whatever it is that they're exhibiting that needs cautioning. So that's my breakdown and understanding of love. And I feel like when we all understand that, that is love, period. Not the butterflies, no. I saw this guy and I saw this girl and I don't know, there's just a way I feel about her. There's just a way I feel about him. He makes me feel more of a woman. When we get the movies and all these things that we've been taught subconsciously and consciously out of our heads, that no, these feelings are hormones. They can change. And maybe that's why we see a lot of divorce as well. Because one married because of those feelings and not actually true love, genuine love. Just, I see this man and I love him with flaws and all. Now, because we say that, I love this person with flaws and all. But we're not really loving those flaws. We're not really accepting those flaws. What we're actually doing is bypassing the flaws and focusing on the good things. But then when those flaws over the years start to show themselves and with no improvement, maybe even getting worse and more relaxed, is the love still there? And if that love then changes, love? Is it the love of the Supreme? Is it that agape? So to first love your partner, even of course, we have attractions. So, but to first love that person truly as a brother, to first remove all the romantic and the romance, all the feelings, the hormones that are running, racing, all the lust, especially in this society, to remove all that and truly focus on the person's soul, not their appearance, but their soul, what they're worth, to create a deep connection that passes whether the person can walk in a year, whether the person can see in a year, you're talking about you're ready to settle down with that person for a lifetime or this lifetime, So I think this is what we should understand love to be, unconditional. And that should be applied to every around us. For a life partner, I believe we now know what to look for in a life partner. That love, that connection, that truth, that honesty, that sincerity, that freeness to be yourself, 100% yourself. Because it's not about looking pretty for the camera and at home and the next, when you turn the camera off, you're a bum. And that's what the person's now going to spend the rest of their life with. No. But if you know you can't maintain that, show yourself authentically. This is when you're looking for a partner. Show yourself authentically. Show the worst side of yourself so people know what they're getting into, and not the image, the picture, the illusion, because you're not going to get married to an illusion. And if you do, it won't last unless changes are made. Secondly, family and friends. Family and friends, how that love, that agape can be shown is in patience, is in understanding. And so we have families, members that friends can be, in a way, disregarded easily, cut off easily, burn bridges easily, turn to acquaintances easily. But family, of course, we know their blood, and he cannot burn those bridges as easily as it is with a friend. Of course, you can still burn those bridges, but they're still going to they're still going to be your blood no matter what. So, as they're there, how to conduct yourself with them if you choose to still keep them in your life to a certain degree. How does the Almighty relate with them? The Almighty doesn't disregard them and throw them away. They still have that connection. That Almighty is still within them. So, always appeal to their higher selves in prayer before you interact with them, if you can. Always appeal to your higher self to come through and speak through you, so you're not caught. Should be in general life, not just when you're speaking to people. This should be a prayer. This should be a connection that is strived for continuously, not just your higher self, but the source to speak through you. Yes? So this is the way that the love can be applied. The attributes of what makes love love. This is what we're talking about. That should be applied to the interactions. So this is what we need to consider. The way we think, the way we relate to people. So if you know that this person is troublesome, that in itself is the issue in some respect. Because you know this person is troublesome, you're expecting trouble. You're thinking about how they will react negatively. So appeal to their higher self. Think about how their higher self will respond. They're not acting in their highest light right now, but how would they respond if they were? And try and draw that presence in. So don't always have a negative perception, because you will feed into that energy and bring that out of them as well. So love. Think about them in love. Think about the good sides of them, because with every person, there is something good that you can grasp onto to be able to invoke those feelings, those thoughts, instead of the negative. Thirdly, with strangers, someone cuts you off in line, someone flips you off on the road, someone disrespects you in whatever way you feel you've been insulted. One, you decided to take that insult. You could have left it with them. You decided to take that gift that they packaged to you. Yes, you can reject that. No, I am not accepting that insult. I am not going to absorb that energy. It's all easy to say, but the more you practice it, the easier it will become to do as well. Right? So when that stranger cuts you off in line, Sorry, I was here in the line before you came. But if it's so much of an if you're if you're in so much of a hurry, go ahead, that's fine. Or you can choose to stand your ground. It depends. However your spirit leads you. But you stand your ground in the sense that, no, sorry, I was in front of you. Please do not try and cut me off. But when you just look at the grand scheme of things, even if that person came in front of you with a trolley load full of shopping, when you look at the grand scheme of things, when you look at what life is, who you are, coming into this experience, in 20 years' time, in 10 days' time, if you're not somebody that holds on to things much, if it doesn't affect you much, the significance of that event. Now you can choose to make it extremely significant by holding on to it after the event has happened, thinking about it, talking about it, experiencing those emotions again and again. You can choose to make it bigger than what it is, and you can choose to make it nothing, insignificant. So it all depends on your mentality and your mind, how you choose to perceive and receive. So I think we've talked about love and how to apply it in a romantic search, looking for a life partner, and a sense of dealing with family and friends, and also with strangers. Peace, deuces. Certain things should not be significant, but certain fuck ups, excuse my French for people that don't really like hearing those words, certain insults, certain mistakes, certain errors from people need to be corrected. Showing love doesn't mean she's lie down and sleep on it. No, get back to it, sweep it under the rug. No, some things need to be dealt with, but it's the tone, it's the whole energy of it. You can be serious with somebody, but can you be serious with that person and with the same coin, flip that coin and say, but have a good day. I hope you don't flip anyone else off today, at least today. Yes? Can you turn around and say that to them after the interaction? Can you end on a light note, on a peaceful note, on a harmonious note after giving that correction? How would you respond? It's a stranger, so you may be tempted to just be harsh, rude, since the person has disrespected you, and leave it at that. You have that awkward feeling. The person has now gone behind you or gone to the back of the line. You've won the battle, but that's that awkward feeling there. Can we leave it on a good note? Can we pass the message correctly and leave it on a good note? Because if it was maybe a friend that did that to you, be like, hey girl, why? No, excuse me. Do you see the amount of things that you have? Even if you want to come in front of me, do you see the amount of things that you have? No, go to the back. Yeah, I can't even let you go behind me. Yes, we didn't come in here together. Go to the back. Or all right, go behind me. We're together and we came in together. But you see, the energy is different because you know the person, because you love the person, you have feelings, you have a connection with the person. So can we apply this love to strangers? Can we take the patience, the kindness, the time out to treat this stranger that you don't know and that maybe You don't even care to know tomorrow. Can we still apply that love? We can. Of course we can. Of course you can. You know, everything is practice. And I'm sure as you're watching this video and you've made it this far listening to me, that the universe will bring something to you. The universe is going to bring a test to you, and it's going to be, are you going to pass or are you going to fail? But in this game of life, it's so enjoyable that that test will come along again, and the options are there for you again. Are you going to pass with flying colors or flop disastrously? Yeah, are you going to be caught off guard? It's all about being ready, isn't it? It's all about being prepared. I went to my karate class with my children like 15 minutes early. One, because I was confusing the time with another dojo, with another hall that we go to by 30 minutes. It was 30 minutes different. So I was 30 minutes early plus an extra 20 because I wanted to get there early to have more time to practice. I forgot my belts. I forgot all our belts. So we're there early, but we're not in our full kit. And grading is coming up, so we're being marked stringently. So I got there early, but at the same time, my kit's not complete. But being early, I really had the time to have one-on-one attention with the sensei, that's the teacher. And just me and my family there alone with the teachers. Like there were 3 senseis there and another black belt. So it's like four black belts there helping us working on our kata. And at a point, one of the senseis had to look around and was like, what's going on? It's actually 10:15 now and no one's here. So we got to the class 10 to 9. 10 to 10. Yes? So am I getting this correct? The class starts at 10:30. I'm getting this wrong again. Class starts at 10:30. I thought we are going for the 10 o'clock, but the class started at 10:30. We wanted to get there by 10 o'clock. So you're normally supposed to be there 15 minutes early. That would have been 10:15, but we wanted to get there by 10 o'clock. Got there by 10 to 10, and nobody was there. And I was like, what? And then it dawned on me, it's 10:30. So we're there 40 minutes early. Technically. Really, you're supposed to be there 15 minutes before, so we're there 20 minutes early. Then we went to so then by 10:15 nobody was there. By 10:15 nobody was there. And the sensei said, what's going on? Where's everybody? I was thinking, hold on, maybe there's a mistake. Maybe there was an email sent out. But there's no email sent out. There's no WhatsApp message, obviously, because the sensei said they're wondering what's going on. So was there a boycott that I was supposed to be aware of? So it felt like it was just me and my family being taught, and we're going to have a whole private lesson. But 10:30, everybody started trooping in, one after the other. It was so strange. It was so weird. Our names still weren't called up for grading, but fingers crossed this week. If not, I'm sure next month we'll be put it forward for grading. I'll keep you posted with that journey as well. Our karate, we're so loving it. It's so consuming me right now. Every time I'm just there practicing, and just there practicing, just there practicing. You go. This is Uchiuki, yes, inside block. So it's great. We're having a blast there. We'll keep you posted about that as well. Maybe you might have a sneak peek of one of our classes one day. Okay. It was nice talking to you guys about love. Um, and see you in the next one. My name is Nicole, and this is Be Bright Energy channel. Stay blessed, guys. Not be less, but blessed. Yes? Stay positive. Keep on downloading those higher energies. Keep on breathing. When you feel yourself going down in energy, just take a pause. Take a pause. Take a breath. Yeah? Just take that 5 minutes out. 5 minutes is even long. Take that 2 minutes out to breathe, to rewind, to reset yourself. Yeah, and continue your day positively. All right, now. Love you guys. Show that love now. All right, then. Bye.